Hi, and welcome to my channel. Or if you're a returning subscriber, hi again! It's so nice to have you back here. Thank you very much for stopping by again. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. My name is Tess Lark, and this is an art and beauty channel, so if those are videos you're interested in, make sure you subscribe because I am here for you every single week. And this week, we are crafting. And today I'm going to be showing you how to make these resin and dried flower necklaces. So this project was really fun. I utilized some of the dried flowers that I bought for a previous project. I made a lotus candle holder with pressed flowers in that, and I will link that video down below if anybody's interested in that. Overall, I'm just really excited to start crafting and hop right into this video, so let's go ahead and do that. But before we do, first of all, I want to tell you guys that we are very, very close to reaching 1,000 subscribers on here, which is fantastic. That's great news. I'm so thankful that the content that I'm putting out is resonating with some of you or is helpful to you, and I just wanted to say a really, really big thank you to everybody who has pressed that subscribe button. It really does mean the world to me. It helps me out a lot, and it really lets me know that I'm on the right track as far as what sort of content I'm putting out, what you guys want to see from me, and yes. Anyway, without further ado, let's just hop right into this video. I will have all of the materials that I used linked down below, as well as my Etsy, where you can find everything that I make, and you can also commission me for custom pieces. So all that info will be down below, as well as social media links. So if you guys want to find me on other platforms, I am scattered around the internet, and I would love to see you in other places. But let's hop right into this video. I can't wait to craft. And again, thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed. We're so close to 1,000 subscribers, and it feels really, really great. So yeah, let's craft. So this little mold came with 5 different compartments, but for the purposes of this video, I am just going to be using 2 of them. I just wanted to try it out and experiment a little bit. It also came with all of these eye screws, which I will be using to attach my pendants onto chains to make necklaces. I'll also be using flowers, and for this project I decided that I was going to go ahead and use the purple ones primarily, and a little bit of greenery. And for this project I will be using 100 milliliters of resin, so that is 5 milliliters of resin, or 5, so that's 50 milliliters of resin and 50 milliliters of hardener. I probably could have used a little bit less, I just didn't want to run out. And as usual, I'm using the Artist's resin. It's Naked Fusion resin, their Diamond Clarity resin. And after I have my resin measured out, I just go ahead and mix it up with a popsicle stick, and I'll mix it for about 5 minutes, but you can just go ahead and read the manufacturer's instructions for whatever resin you're using, but make sure that you're scraping the bottom and the sides of whatever container you have your resin in, and you want to go ahead and mix it until it is clear. And then I set my resin to the side, and I'm just going to go ahead and select the flowers that I want to use. And after that, I will just be carefully placing the flowers that I'm going to use for this project into the molds that I want. And obviously these are very small molds, so I'm picking the smallest flowers I can find and just kind of breaking off any little excess that's popping out from the outside of the mold. And again, when you're placing your flowers and your greenery into the molds, you want to be conscious of which way they're facing, so you can have the outside of the flowers, or whatever part that you want to be the most visible, you want to make sure that you have that to the outside of the mold. So I let my resin sit off to the side while I was placing the flowers in the molds, and that is just to give it some time to let all of the little air bubbles come up to the surface, which just makes it a lot easier to hit it with my heat gun and pop all those little pesky bubbles. And then very carefully, I will just be filling up these little molds with resin. And then with these, because of the way the flowers are, I found that it was really important to let the mold set a little bit because some air was pushing the resin, kind of displacing it around. So you can see kind of here, I'm trying to pop this bubble just to make sure that the entire mold is filled in and you don't have big gaps or air bubbles in your finished piece. Okay, so I let these set up overnight, and now let's just pop them out of their molds and see how they turned out. It is so cute. You can really see all those little flowers in there, and the green and purple came out really nice. I'm very happy with this piece. And I will show you in the natural light so you can see it a little bit better. But let's pull out the other one and see how that one did. And again, this one is also adorable. Very clear, you get all the color from the flowers plus the greenery. These turned out super cute. The top is just a little bit rough, so I'm just going to go ahead and take a nail file and very carefully sand that edge there. Alright, and so next I'm just going to go ahead and put these guys on chains. So this mold came with a bunch of these little eye hooks or eye screws. So I'm going to be using these to put on the tops of my pendants, and then I will go ahead and put them on chains. And then for this part of the project, I went ahead and I ordered a new little tool. And this is called a resin drill pin vise drill set. It came with a bunch of different size drills. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick one of them out. And that goes in the middle. I'm just going to turn that until it closes. And then I will take my piece and just right in the center there, I'm going to drill to a hole. Well, this is tedious. And now that I've got this almost all the way screwed in, I'm just going to go ahead and put a little dab of some jewelry glue on here just to help it stay in there. And I will be using E600 glue, a little bit. And then I'm going to put this screw right in that hole that I had created earlier. And tighten it the rest of the way in there. Alright, and now this piece just needs a chain, but before I go ahead and do that, I'm going to go ahead and screw in the top of the other pendant. And I'm just trying to make sure that it's as centered as it can be. I think I might invest in a automatic one of these. I saw an automatic one that somebody was using. I think it was on TikTok, and it looked so convenient and so nice. And another little eye screw. Check and see how close we are. Gotta go a little bit further with the drill. And you can kind of see in there, if you can see that, you can see how deep you're getting, which is really nice. And we'll do another little dab of this glue. And then we just screw this into place. Alright, now let's go ahead and put these guys on chains. And then I'll just be using my measuring tape and some copper chain so that they match the color of the little eye screws. And I'm gonna make these 19 inches, which will have them hanging out about here. I think that's a good length for these ones. And then I just have an assortment of some lobster clasps and different size jump rings. So we got our first necklace finished, and let's just go ahead and finish up the second one. So to start out, I'm just gonna use one of my bigger jump rings and use my pliers to go ahead and open that up. Then I'm gonna just go ahead and attach my pendant to that jump ring, and I will close the jump ring. Okay, just like that. And then next up, we're gonna put our chain through this little jump ring at the top. Chain goes through. And then I'm just gonna attach the lobster clasp and the larger jump ring off camera. And then here we go. We've got two resin floral necklaces. I'm just gonna put one on and see how it looks. Super cute. Overall, I am super happy with how this project turned out. If you like it, let me know down below in the comments. I will go ahead and have these listed in my Etsy, which is fragilebeings.com. I will also go ahead and link my shop down below. But that is it for me this week. And if you did like this video, first of all, thank you very much for watching it to the end. It means a lot to me. It's great for my channel. And if you could go ahead and give this video a like, it not only helps out my channel, but it also lets me know that I'm making content that you want to see from me. And I will see you next week. Bye!